Okay, I was hoping to do a video for when I list this on Bass Boat Central, just so I can show people that are maybe farther away what the boat looks like. We're on the back of the boat, gonna start here. 200 Optimax, stainless prop. It's got the jack plate on it. Paint's in good shape. Open up the utility hatch here. So we've got two interstate batteries for the trolling motor battery. It's a 24 volt Ranger charger. There's where your oil tank lives. This is the cranking battery, the starting battery. On off for the power pole, on off for the boat power. And then this is the pumps for tilt, trim, and the power pole hydraulic pump itself. Down here in the bilge, we've got the bilge pumps. There's two automatics and one manual. Just show a little bit of the space in the live well. It's a pretty damn big live well. It's got nice little screens that keep shit out. Right now the live well valve is actually closed, so it should be dry, but I've never seen a boat that holds out water. Nice part is the filters, the screens do keep the debris in here to a minimum. Two doors for that, you can open them separate. It's kind of nice. There's storage in this one. Storage in this one too. I think we're looking at my musky lures. One of the nice things about these side storage ones is that in the corner there is a drain. And I have that one plugged right now. If a guy wanted, you could fill this with ice and beer or whatever and keep stuff cold, and then when you wanted to drain it, pull that plug, drain into the bilge, pump it out with a bilge pump, or just pull the plug. I've got the seats that came with the boat. I replaced this seat strut at some point when I bought the boat. You can see this one's got a center seat, not center console. That's kind of nice if you have a third person you want with you. If you don't have a third person with you, you can flip it down. Then it works as a step. The seats are in good shape. They're not perfect. This one's a little worse off than any of the other ones. It's got just a little bit of stretching in it. But beyond that, it's in good shape. This one's in good shape, got a little mark on it. Controls, you've got fuel on, off, port, starboard. There's two 25-gallon tanks in this thing. You can hold a shit pile of fuel. Up and down trim, shift obviously. There's your cutoff. This is that switch I was talking about for the live well. Jack plate. This indicates how many inches you're at for your jack plate level. Ram mount for the Hummingbird Helix 9. Side imaging, down imaging, all the stuff. This guy, Jim Jacobs, is actually my old boss. I bought the boat from his son's friend. So I guess I'm the third owner. And I've known the other two, so that's kind of nice. Here's your controls for starting. Lights, bilge pump, live well. It's got kind of a cool steering wheel on it. Tilt and trim, blinker switches. It is the NASCAR edition, so you gotta have the NASCAR on it. Some storage. Cup holder over there for your passenger. Underneath, you can put rods, the butt of a rod in there, and have them run up here. Spot for your pliers. There's lights kind of throughout. This compartment's pretty small. I use this one as a garbage a lot, but a guy could put ice in this one and use it as a cooler. There is a drain in the center of it. more NASCAR edition. Here's where I store my tackle. This front section is all, these are all in storage kind of brackets. Pretty nice. These aren't in brackets, but they do stay upright because they're kind of held in place by these. This is very deep. I don't know if you can see this, but it's a huge spoon container. This goes way back there. And there is a light in there as well, kind of nice. Up front, we've got the rod holders. A couple of rods on there. It's kind of sandy, kind of dusty. I've been fishing all weekend. Ranger NASCAR edition there. I'll unlock these rod holders so you can see in here. This is the rod locker. It's got kind of two sections for the butts of rods, a light, holes for the end of the rod to go in. Some people take that out, they don't like it. I haven't messed around with it, I don't mind it. Works a lot better if you've got these cheapo rod sleeves. Unlock them one over here. This is just storage, kind of nice for storing all your junk. Fire hydrant or fire extinguisher. There's some fuses in here. Your lights store up here in a nice bracket. The other one goes kind of a ways in here. It's a little deeper than it looks. I've got my ruler up there. That's kind of handy. You can hang lures up here. That's when you come to the front of the boat. This is a Hummingbird Helix 10. This one is Ethernetted to the one in the back, and they share the transducer on the back of the boat. There is a transducer on the bottom of the trolling motor that I can also bring up on here. I don't know if I can reach it without changing the settings. I think it's only going to show me the back of the boat transducer because I haven't switched my transducer input to the other one, but the side imaging's kind of nice, down imaging's sweet, and a traditional sonar. Minn Kota Maxim trolling motor, that's an 80-pound thrust. This thing's awesome. I've got a thmarine.com handle for it. This is a must-have. And that's about it. The paint is kind of dusty, again, a lot of pollen here, but it's kind of just a traditional paint with a little bit of fleck in these stripes. The other thing is in the back, the black has a little bit of red flake to it, which is sweet. Really nice looking boat. That's the NASCAR.